Alright, so the time on my clock is wrong. It's not aligned to the actual time. But anyways, today I just want to make a really quick video talking about the topic of sleep. I mean, we all do it. But the question that I want to explore is, how do you even do it? Like, what are the required steps to induce yourself into sleep? Or how do you even sleep, you know? I mean, we're all biologically engineered to do it so that we can recover, replenish, and to fight off infections. I get the point of why we sleep, but how do you do it? I have no freaking idea. Sometimes I can lay in my bed and 49 minutes can go by with my eyes closed and I'm still not asleep. I don't get it. So how do you fall asleep? So sleep, what's up? How do I do it? Tell me, man. Yeah, I'll talk to you after this video, sleep, all right? Whatever, okay, whatever, I'll talk to you later. Anyways, can we all agree upon the fact that sleep is super important for our lives? Yet, most of us, including me, I'm the biggest culprit, we neglect sleep. It's crazy to think about, but we spend a third or even a half of our life sleeping. It's that freaking essential. The funny story is, when I was a little kid, I purposefully didn't sleep. Or I did sleep. Of course everyone sleeps, but I didn't sleep that much because I always said, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I was that dumb rebel without a cause. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Are you kidding me, Amos? So essentially when I was a kid, I basically just YOLO'd and did all-nighters as if I didn't need any sleep. And fun fact about me, I didn't get my first freaking pimple until I was like 18 years old. And now I'm almost 30 and I still get pimples. It's like, when is it gonna stop? When? But isn't that interesting when you think about the perspective of sleep when you're a kid versus an adult? Like, do you remember in kindergarten? I remember when I was a kindergartner, this is like 20 something years ago, there was mandatory nap time during the middle of the day during kindergarten class. If you don't know what kindergarten is, it's like, you know, the first level of school that you go to when you're a little jelly bean walking around and you barely know how to talk and walk. Yeah, kindergarten. I remember there was mandatory naps. Even then, I didn't like to do it. I'd probably just lay there and goof around and laugh with my friends. And as an adult, I look back and I'm like, no, God, please, no, no! You had the option to sleep as a part of your occupation and you didn't want to do it? All I'm trying to say is, as an adult, we all just want to sleep some more. We can't get enough of it. But as a kid, we never want to sleep. It's like that dynamic relationship that just doesn't complement each other. It's weird. All I'm trying to say is that if I slept a little bit more as a kid, just a few more hours each night, I would have been taller today. I know I would have been taller. And as a result, I'm only 5'3". On a good day, 5'3.5". It is what it is, man. You see, the relationship that I have with sleep is a weird one because I'm a very sensitive sleeper, meaning any sound, crack, or noise, even the slightest little sound, it wakes me up. I hate it. And so one of the things that I started to do as an adult is I wear earplugs to sleep. Yeah, that's how bad of a light sleeper I am. And this is a very true story, okay? The other night, I went to sleep a little hungry, not like starving, but a little hungry. You know, one of those midnight munchies you get? Well, I decided not to eat a snack and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do the right thing and just go to bed. And so I went to sleep with earplugs in and I had a dream where I was eating something, right? And then abruptly I woke up with one of my earplugs in my mouth and I was chewing it and I woke up and I spit it out. I was like, ugh, what's going on here? That was a really weird dream. When I woke up, I picked up my earplug and I threw it away and I replaced it with a new one. That was really weird. Because I'm a sensitive sleeper, when I think about my time spending life with roommates, man, it's a wild chapter of my life. Let me share one story with you. So I went to VMI here in the United States, and what happens is, you see this room right here? It's about the same size as the room that I'm filming this in, right? My studio. You would have 4 to 6 people in the same room. So all I'm trying to say is it's a really confined space with a lot of people in your personal bubble. And I didn't mind it because I'm an extrovert and I love spending time with people. But as a sensitive sleeper and going to a military scheduled school, things got a little hairy. And what I mean by that is one of my roommates, I won't mention who, in case you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about, boo-boo, all right, boo-boo? Anyways, he was the type of person that would have like 20 alarms every 5 minutes. An hour beforehand, he had to wake up. And as a result, I would wake up when he woke up and it was...
Austin, you're on the air. Good morning. We're doing open phones.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Are you one of those type of people that have like 20 alarms? 20 alarms to wake up? Are you one of them? Comment down below and let me know, because we gotta talk. You and I, we gotta talk. The reason being is that I'm a one-time alarm and then I'm up kind of girl. One time, I'm up. But besides the morning routine, I love having roommates and living with roommates. I think sharing life with other people is such a genuine experience that's beautiful and fun, unless you get roomed with someone where all you do is butt heads all the time. And I've seen that and it ain't fun.
Things are getting a little wild at Caillou's house.
And as an adult, I also have the experience of living on my own in my own apartment by myself when I was living back in Asia and Korea, and I know what it's like. And sometimes you just get lonely. Sometimes you just want to share a meal with someone and they're not there. You know what I'm saying? And so I know I'm one of those people who can never live by themselves ever. I need other human contact, human beings. I'm a social creature. You know what I mean? And this next part of the video is kind of like a reflection of the past year or so. For about the past year and a half, I've been having really bad, sporadic, and lack of sleep. And I figured that out the other night, and I can't believe it took me over 500 days to realize what the heck is going on. So what happened is, I got into the whole idea of drinking like 500 cups of water a day, some ridiculous number like that, to stay healthy, to keep your body fluid and well run, right? And so I'm a huge advocate and believer of that. And so what I did is I drank a crap ton of water. And so what ended up happening is, by the time I try to sleep at night, my bladder system is exploding with the thousands and thousands of gallons of water that I drank throughout the day. And so I crap you not, throughout the past year and a half, sometimes I'd wake up 10, 15, 20 times a night just to go pee-pee. I would sit down and go pee-pee on the toilet like the lady that I am, 15, 20 times a night. And so when you think about it, I probably didn't get any deep sleep, REM sleep, anything past the first or second stage for about a year and a half. And I think that's one of the biggest culprits of why I kept getting sick and why my immune system was compromised, is because I wasn't sleeping enough. And so when you think about water and the consumption of water, right? Drinking 50,000 gallons a day, which is recommended by everybody, that's where you can discover that too much of a good thing can also be a bad thing. And that's why moderation is the motto of my life right now. Everything in moderation. Nothing should be in excess. I shouldn't be doing anything too much because I know that can be bad for me as well. So one of the things that I've been doing to combat that, to fix that problem, is that now I stop drinking water cold turkey after 8:30 p.m. And I've noticed that I only get up about 1 or 2 times a night now to sit down on the toilet to go pee-pee like the lady that I am. But that's a huge improvement from getting up 15 to 20 times a night to just go potty. And I realized just cut down on my fluid intake and I'm okay, I'm Gucci, and I feel fine. I literally reduced the amount of water that I drink by 90% and I'm fine. And now I only drink like 8 glasses a day versus like 50 glasses in the past, and I feel fine.
Mrs. Butterworth, why do you taste so good?
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
Too much of anything is a bad thing. Anyways, if you make it to this point in the video, I just want to ask you a couple questions because I want to hear your response. Question number 1 is, how do you sleep? I mean, there's no manual, and some nights it's impossible to turn my mind off because I'm always thinking about what's gonna happen tomorrow, anxieties of the future, thinking about the past, etc., etc. I'm always thinking about random things like, did I clip my toenails earlier today? Or, oh my goodness, my nipple rings are itchy. And so question number 1 is, how do you sleep? I mean, what do you do to go to sleep? And question number 2, do you have any rituals that you do before you head to bed? I mean, one of the things that I always do now is I stretch the crap out of my body because I'm an inflexible kind of guy. I'm always stiff and I'm tense, and I realize that's probably not a good thing in the long run. It's why I've been stretching and getting myself limber before I sleep. And let me tell you right now, it helps. I don't know why, but I think it's because the blood is able to better flow throughout my body. And so when I lay there, it helps induce me to sleep a lot better. No joke. So I've been stretching my balls off before I go to bed, and that's one thing that I notice is helping. But do you have any rituals? And the reason why I'm asking is because I have a funny freaking story about sleep rituals. Okay, so this is a true story. I've got a buddy who cannot, or he claims that he can't go to sleep unless he has 2 to 3 minimum fans blowing at high speed on his face, which boggles my mind because if I had 2 to 3 fans blowing at high speed on my face throughout the night, I would wake up with dry eyes and my sinus would be like the Sahara Desert. I don't know how he does it. And the funny thing about that is, in Korea, if you sleep with the fan on, blowing on you throughout the night as you sleep, they claim that you can die. And then I've got a friend who defies that myth every single day. So I thought that's kind of funny. Did you giggle? Did you laugh? You better be laughing, boo-boo. And I just remembered another funny story. Okay, so I had this buddy in the army who swore on sleeping butt naked because he said that clothes felt too constricting. And so every time we slept out in the woods together or doing missions, he would be next to me, butt ass naked inside of his sleeping bag. And so for him, his sleep ritual is to sleep naked, otherwise he can't fall asleep. Even in the dead winter, I remember it would be like 20 or 15 degrees outside, and this dude would be butt ass naked inside of his sleeping bag, and he was always like, Amos, you should try it. It helps the thermodynamic flow and your body heat, and the sleeping bag can heat you up better. And I'd be like, dude, you are a hot mess, man. I don't want to sleep naked because what if like a snake or a spider crawls up in my sleeping bag and bites my testicle? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play that game. But anyways, that concludes my video today on the topic of sleep. I just wanted to explore the idea of how us humans, I mean, we all do it, but I mean, how do we do it? And what's your ritual? You know, I just wanted to open up this conversation, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching it, and click like. Please click like. If you don't click like, I'm going to hook my nipple rings together and scream.